What up? Welcome to your morning drip. I am your host, Ronan Rock. This is my co-host,
Cowboy Wheezy. You know what I'm saying? I'll be out here in these cattle streets.
You're the goat whisperer now?
Man, I no, actually, I tried to whisper some goats and they just kept running. I tried though.
So, for those who don't know, which is all of you, because you don't know. E-Weezy was out in the, how do you say it? Because I always say it wrong.
I was in the not the Al Gore desert.
I like the Al Gore desert.
You going to the Al Gore this weekend? I'm like, nah, man. I was in the Alvord Desert. It's like
the Alvord Desert.
It's like 6.5 hours away from Portland. Mm-hmm.
That's with the way you drive, so it's like 3 hours away I drive.
Nah, even with the way you drive, it would be 6 hours and 15 minutes away. It's far.
You messed up. Yo,
it's far.
So how was it? How was the desert?
Amazing. It was really nice. We were out there for the 150th anniversary of the Alvord.
Okay.
There's a whole lot there that you could go through on some, land rights stuff, but whatever.
I like how you try not to be controversial, but you're always a little bit controversial.
A little bit. But the Davis family invited us back out there. Shout out our friend Tia.
Mm-hmm.
Tia made a connection with them when they were working on in a landscape, like playing the piano in many places around the world.
Oh, with the Hunter.
With Hunter, yeah. And so through that connection, got out there last year in August and got to camp on the lake bed. It's not a playa, like many people think. For what is that, the thing where the crazy people go sleep on the lake in like Nevada.
Yo, that's some sounds about white that we need
to
that part of the segment. I don't know anything.
It's like Burning Man.
Yeah, that is some sound about white that we ain't even there yet.
So yeah, we got to go out there last year, and it was really dope. But this year we got to actually hang out on the ranch. Like the family has a ranch there where they have cattle, and then also they sell like feed.
You really were Cowboy Wheezy,
bro? I'm serious. I was out there. I learned how to lasso.
Do they have horses?
They do. They actually go up in the mountains and catch like the feral horses. Some call them wild, but I guess they're just horses that got out there and duplicated. Similar to like cats in a field.
I love how you said that.
But
are you out here duplicating?
They're just duplicating. So they hit repeat real quick.
They hit Command V.
They hit Command V.
Bam,
just
bam, bam,
just kept going. After a while, you can't go back anymore.
You can't do the controls.
No,
that is the best way to explain, like, if you had to do Planned Parenthood for like a nerd. Like, so see, you were Command Ving, and we didn't want any of that.
Yeah.
So we had to do a Shift Command Z to get rid of all that.
Yeah, or just what is it? Command Shift A, or just select all. Just anyway. But yeah, it was dope. I had a good time. On the way back we stopped at Big R. Sorry.
Big O's an anime.
Yeah, I kept, but Big O's also Oscar Robinson, and
I don't know who that is.
Basketball player, but
he didn't know what the anime was either.
I didn't, so we figured it out. We got our own associations, but I stopped out there and picked up a couple lassos. They're in my car right now. Got to practice, bro. I got to be nice.
Bro, you got lassos?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a kid's one, which is like a little shorter one for when I'm just messing around. But then I got a real one. It's probably like a 20-foot one, I think.
Okay.
Got to be ready for next year, 2022 champion. Wow, you see me right here.
You
see me? I know you see it. But no, it was a great time. Very thankful. It was only out there for a couple days. Myself, Amir, Tia. Tia is on a road trip with her mom.
Yo, we
recently
ain't supposed
passed.
to be out in that story.
We not?
No.
Oh, then it didn't happen. Wait, why? She's been posting it.
No, she hasn't.
Oh, well, I guess she never posted her mom, I guess.
No, yeah, she yeah.
Well,
Hi to you.
well, road trip is done anyway.
Sure. Yeah, you know what? Yes. She has been on a long break because our homie Tia helped our other homie Gregory do Khan the restaurant, and they made a restaurant in 30 days out of nothing.
Yep. And then now it's gone.
And now it's gone.
It was supposed to be for 3 months. I think it stayed open for 5.
Yeah.
And then now it's back to a parking lot. It's pretty crazy.
I mean, I
Fun
wish I
fact,
could do that.
all the yurts from the restaurant are at the Alvord right now.
Yo, man, you giving out all the secrets. Maybe
Hey, man.
people ain't supposed to know about that.
Where they going to go?
I don't know, because that dude's got a very large boomstick out here.
Yeah, bro, he doesn't have a large boomstick. He has plenty.
He's all the
He
boomsticks.
got boomsticks. He got boom cars. He got boom trucks. He got boom horses. Whatever, he gonna catch you if
Yo.
you're out there trying to mess around.
So
They have 200,000. It's huge.
yeah. So I wanted to ask you this because I just saw last night, and by last night I mean this morning, the new. Do you watch Last Week Tonight?
Nope.
All right. So John Oliver did
good,
Last Week Tonight, and this episode was a fake episode because they're on break, but it was about cereal, and since I'm now realizing the person that I thought you were, the person that I had so many different connections with, that we had the same viewpoints on a lot of stuff, I'm realizing we don't have the same viewpoint on anything. And
Especially not apple juice. It's disgusting.
apple juice is
Apple
delicious.
juice is the worst juice ever.
That's a ball-faced lie.
It's not.
Because
I mean, it's opinion, right? So
you think apple juice is the worst juice ever. There's nothing as
guaranteed.
there's all those crappy cranberry juices.
Cranberry juice is delicious.
There's all those like
They're
weird
like cranberry
purple
blends and stuff like that. Not tight.
No, bro.
But way better than apple juice.
I can't even have this conversation with you. Do you like apples?
Apples are great. And I like fresh apple cider. Like new, just made it like the other day.
Why am I
apple
listening
cider.
to someone?
But like apple cider, like the kind that it just grape juice too.
Yo, grape juice, unless it's done right, is garbage.
Oh, so that can be garbage, but apple juice can't.
No, I'm saying if it isn't done right. Like there's crappy
Apple juice is not done right.
And
should
I
just
feel like
be-
in most situations, apple juice is done right. Like I can say this: Chipotle apple juice, fire for the kids.
What?
McDonald's apple juice, horrible, straight trash. In fact, there's some in that refrigerator back there. We could do a taste test right now.
I'll taste it and
It's
I'll say
straight
I'm like,
garbage.
And then the next one, I'll say garbage.
All right,
You put them
yo,
side by side.
You're still the man that's hustling coffee and don't drink it. So I'm only taking so much of your opinion.
I don't drink it because it gives me a headache,
Mm-hmm.
but I will drink it. I drink coffee at the Alvord. The Dunkin' Donuts, that stuff is premium. I love Dunkin' Donuts.
N-word, please.
Man,
Yo,
like inward, like reflection.
yo, can I get back to my cereal thing?
Oh, go
I
ahead.
wanted to sit up here and ask you, yo, what are your top 3 cereals? Because I feel like this says a lot about a person. Because you can either go in the direction of being like, and I'll even let you throw in a Moto meal or oatmeal or instant oatmeal, or I'll let you put hot cereal.
Hot cereal.
I'll let you put a hot cereal in there
Nah, I don't get
if
it.
need be.
Oatmeal is
But
bomb.
what is your top 3?
I don't know about top. I mean, but I like Frosted Mini Wheats. They just feel wealthy to me.
I knew you gonna be on
I
this.
like Frosted
I
Mini
knew
Wheats. They
you
feel
gonna be
wealthy.
on this.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You redeemed yourself.
Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is bomb.
Okay.
And then honestly, this is gonna sound vrai bougie, but there's like a vanilla. It's a yellow box. It's like a vanilla almond, whatever. Ginger granola at Trader Joe's. Bomb. I like granola. though.
See, right there makes me feel like you were adopted by white people because
Nah.
the granola and then what would you say, frosted mini wheats?
Frosted mini wheats.
Yo,
Because all we
both
had,
of those cereals are the cereals that Kyle's have in their cupboard. I'm like, yo, this bro ain't coming out with no Captain Crunch.
No.
He ain't sitting up here saying no oops all berries. He ain't even bringing out.
Those are all good. But when I'm buying cereal, that's what I'm getting.
But I'm not asking the cereal that you're buying in the sense of like you're an adult. You have to be healthy. This is a cereal.
You don't eat cereal to be healthy. No.
Frosted mini wheats, I feel like are healthy.
No, man, that's sugar, wheat, and a big old cup of milk. There's nothing healthy about cereal.
Yo, bro.
You don't eat cereal to be healthy. You eat cereal.
Don't try to lie. Yo, Tony the Tiger, healthy.
Man, nah.
Healthy.
Nah, there is more than
Frosted Flakes.
Great.
Yo, Cheerios, lower your cholesterol.
Yeah.
They've been putting that black dude on that commercial with this kid coming up to him for years.
But you know what else lowers your cholesterol? Not eating cereal.
Yo, all right. Anyways, I got to say, the most superior of all cereals. The most superior. And you can't make it, even though you can make it.
Reese's Puffs are bomb.
No. Rice Krispie Treat cereal is the most fire cereal, hands down. Hey, Missa, I know you sitting over here trying to talk this garbage and stuff. I don't want to hear none of it.
I've had Rice Krispie Treat
none of it.
cereal. I like Rice Krispies.
I think he means Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies are fine.
Yeah,
but Rice Krispie Treats, the cereal,
worst.
is crack.
I was hoping you said Captain Crunch berries.
Yo, Oops All Berries I feel like is a little bit too much berries. It made me respect the whatever those yellow things are. But my favorite, the crunches.
The cereal?
Well, I mean, those are the berries. Then what's the other thing?
Captain Crunch.
Yeah, it's the crunch berries.
Whatever those yellow.
So the crunches. All right, so the crunches. It made me respect the crunches. But the funny thing is, my favorite cereal just to snack on without milk, peanut butter Captain Crunch. I think it's a very superior. Just throw it in your mouth, chew on it, and I feel like it's not that bad for you because it's peanut butter instead of being regular sugar. But I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
Next topic, because that's false. That is not good for you.
I do want to give.
You want a cereal to snack on that's probably not bad for you? Granola.
Yo, I'm also give you the 3 most underrated / people say it's disgusting, but it's not that bad cereals.
Granola.
No, that's. I'm not talking about white people food. I'm talking about actual
It's
cereal.
not a cereal. Granola, Rice Krispies.
No. Yo, do you remember? Do you remember? Is it Snapper Jacks?
Apple Jacks?
No, it's not Apple Jacks. It was the one with the frog on it, and they almost look like Smacks. Yo, but it wasn't just Smacks. I felt like it was something and Smacks.
It was called Sugar Snacks at some point.
Yeah, Sugar Smacks.
Off because they didn't want to make it seem like it was full of sugar.
Dude.
So now it's just Smacks.
It actually didn't even taste like it was full of sugar.
Sugar Smacks was definitely up there. I'm going to say this. I know everyone was like, yo, Mom, give me Cookie Crisp. I wasn't really rocking with Cookie Crisp.
Nah, Cookie Crisp was not dope.
It was not.
And I don't like chocolate
Y'all
that
don't
much,
like
so Count
Lucky
Chocula.
Charms? Y'all mess with Lucky Charms or any of that stuff?
Lucky Charms cool.
All right, cool.
Yo.
Yeah. I was like waiting for you to say it. I'm like, geez.
Lucky Charms, all those, hey, I have whatever kind of, plain part, and then there's a marshmallow. I'm like, why can't you get the marshmallow right? I understand that it has to be a little bit stiffer. It has to be a little bit stiffer, but it doesn't taste like an actual marshmallow.
It can't.
Why not?
You need like gelatin.
Yo, I'm just saying.
It needs elasticity.
Yo, make me a cereal with a vacuum sealed and just
But nothing's gonna happen once it hits the milk. It's cold, so it can't melt. You're just gonna have bouncy.
Yo, dude, I'm just saying. I feel like the marshmallows and marshmallow cereals are very subpar, and they need to upgrade them. That's all I'm trying to say.
I will say I've never had cereal with like actual marshmallows in it, so I don't know. It could be bomb.
Yo, melted marshmallows is what's in the ultimate cereal.
You can't. How could you have melted marshmallows? Once it hits cold, it's gonna go back to solid. It's not melted.
The tricks, what did I call it? The Tricks Treats, whatever it's called.
Rice Krispie Treats.
Rice Krispie Treats. Rice Krispie Treats. That's melted marshmallows in the
like
thing. It's fire.
Enrobed.
It's enrobed. But no, that is my verdict.
Well, next episode we'll bring some, and we'll bring the best cereals.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put them side
We
by
talked
side.
about this way too long.
Yeah. All right. Next. Yeah. Sorry.
So today we're filming on Memorial Day, and I don't know if you know, Memorial Day was actually originally invented by Black people.
Did not know that.
To sit up here and show some love and respect for the shoulders. Missa, if you want to play the video, we'll watch it up here. I'll turn down the volume somewhat on this, but
does it have to do with the Tulsa massacre at all?
You know that's today too, right?
I know.
Yeah, it's the
that's why I was
anniversary.
wondering if it is.
No, but
Being as how Tulsa still hasn't acknowledged that it really was a thing.
yo,
It's probably not.
it's.
invented by Black people.
I mean, this is my thing, and it kind of goes back to what we were talking about last episode, where we were just like, "Yo, Texas is crazy. Here's all this different things that are going on in Texas." You not trying to talk about racism or teach, because I guess their thing was they weren't trying to teach racial theory in the sense of being like, hey, by being a white person, you're automatically privileged and you have automatically have white supremacy and X, Y, and Z, and people are disenfranchised automatically. They weren't trying to teach that within racial theory.
Okay.
And to me, I get that in a certain aspect. You're not trying to make someone automatically feel guilty about a situation by educating them on it. But the thing is, you are privileged. You do get these certain rights and things and everything else. And the fact that you can't address it or you can't handle telling your kids that in a way that doesn't have to make them feel guilty, but makes them aware of the situation. It's the same thing as if I live in a house and I sit up here and see someone without one on the street. I don't have to feel guilty because I'm sitting up here benefiting because I'm in a good place. I can still respect the situation of the person that is houseless. And I can sit up here and try to do things to help those people out and not sit up here and feel like ashamed or guilt or I have to do this. I'm doing it because I realize there's a situation that put them in there, and by my people or whatever else,
It's
I might be somewhat at fault for that, or
Yeah.
not me personally, but you know.
But
you know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying.
honestly, a lot of it they're leaving out. You could maybe not look at it as like we're teaching you about racism or the things that happen, but you're just talking about history.
Yeah,
It's the same to talk about the history of everything else.
yo,
It's just knowledge
it's crazy.
of what took place.
I can't remember what movie it's from, but when that saying that history is made by the victors, that statement's totally true. All right, so I'm gonna blow this up. You know what? Let's put the captions on so then we don't have to blast this. All right, we're gonna play it right now. Bam.
Guess what? The Memorial Day celebrated today has pretty much erased the contributions of African Americans. But why are we surprised?
So
First known as Decoration Day, Memorial Day became a national holiday in 1971. But
I'm gonna be
Memorial
honest.
Day's traditions
I'm much more down with Decoration Day.
actually date back to the days of the Civil War. John Logan, a Union Army general, typically gets credit for founding the holiday. Here's how it really went down. The year was 1865.
I also
the
wanted
Civil
to
War was
almost put
raging
the segment in Sounds About White just because how funny it was that a white person stole this from a black person.
and Charleston, South Carolina was a hot mess. White people were like, we out. But thousands of black people, many former slaves, remained. At the time, many Union soldiers were being held prisoner in a converted racecourse. At least 257 of the captives died because of the horrific conditions, and their bodies were discarded in a mass grave. Ultimately, the Union won, and a few weeks after, the Confederacy surrendered, and they packed up and left Charleston. A group of black workmen dug up the bodies, then reburied them to properly honor the fallen.
Wow.
They built a fence around this makeshift cemetery with a sign over the entrance saying, Martyrs of the Racecourse. I spoke with Professor David Blight, an American historian and
All
scholar.
right, we can just. So my thing with this is, why would we not tell this history? What, besides having like having a white person on this, like to be like, hey, this guy did it. Look at us white people doing white things. Like, I don't get why you wouldn't want to tell that story, because that's like the dopest story. Like, hey, these soldiers that died are being the people that they're trying to help. They stood up here. Those people just came up, found their bodies, took them out, which has got to be horrible. I can't imagine dealing with a dead body, moving hundreds of dead bodies to a gravesite, and then individually having to dig at least 6 feet deep to bury these men, come up with them tombstones and everything else. Like, and then they did a parade afterwards for them. And they set up here and had it led by, I think it was white children, and then there was like black preachers and different school children, like holding memorials for them. And I just like, I don't know, man. It's crazy to hear that story and be like, why is this the first time I'm hearing about this? And the other major thing is that I can't believe, and I mean this utterly, why am I learning more Black history from TikTok and random things on YouTube than I have ever learned in actual school? Like, I
mean, the answer to that is,
I know
the same answer that we had last week with Texas wanting to eliminate this being talked about. Why are you surprised that these are things that that we never learned before? Why would you be surprised that? I mean, it's terrible, but it's terrible that this is that. Why are you surprised? Or, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I could see that. Are the answers to these things, because this is the way that. Why would they tell that story? But they tried to hide it. Why would they tell the story? Be like, you know what? We tried to hide it. What's up?
First time I ever even saw that the Tulsa Massacre was a thing was HBO Watchmen.
Yeah, same here.
I just was listening to NPR this morning, and they said that.
Away.
Yeah, they said most people didn't know.
I was not taught a single thing about it. It's insane.
Yeah, I actually didn't. Good.
Yeah. I learned on Lovecraft, HBO.
Yeah, see,
It's
I didn't
crazy.
know. I didn't really know anything about it. There are people who had like mentioned it before, like Black people in my life who had mentioned it before. And oftentimes it's people who are like more on like the activist-y side of things. Like, oh, don't you know about Black Wall Street? Don't you know about the Tulsa Race Massacre? And I'm like, oh, no. And they're like, oh, you need to learn. And like, that's kind of it, you know? But then I went to Tulsa. And when I was in Tulsa, they actually took us around. And they were like, look at this, look at that. And they took us to the, what is it? I think it was called I think they're called the Stairs to Nowhere. And it's just where there were houses. And then the steps to the house.
The stoops are still there.
The stoop is still there, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, because the stoop was either probably made out of concrete.
It was made out of concrete, yeah.
Yeah,
and just like how it got torn, how it got blown up, literally blown up in days, hours, really, and then rebuilt, and then messed up again, and then they put a highway over it.
Yeah, I gotta ask you this, because you alluded to something earlier when you were just talking. Yo, why is it that Black people that are super well educated and know a good amount about Black history, instead of like teaching it to you, like in the moment, being like, oh, it's kind of like the Tulsa Massacre. What are you talking about? Oh man, you need to learn. You need to study up. It's like, no, just tell me right now. We're having a conversation.
We're literally right here.
I don't get. I really sometimes feel like that's some bougie, like I'm better than you Black thing that like totally needs to get rid of.
Yeah, that's on us too, as younger people or people who are there to take in the information, to be like, no, please tell me.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, all right, old head, get out my face, or whatever.
But I feel like I don't even feel like people are like that.
I think we're like that. I think we're like that. We don't know that we're like that. Sometimes
when I'll realize my age within like hanging out with other people, why does it always come back to me being washed? But I'll sit up here and be talking about something. And I'll be like, oh, you remember such and such back in the day. And they're just like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm like, this was a huge thing. How do you not? And I'm like, there's that much of a gap between me and you.
Yeah.
and life experiences that you don't even know this thing that I'm referencing, and this thing was a huge monumental thing.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead.
And I to expand upon that, it's crazy that I'm just realizing that, and now I understand why you'll have generational differences between people, because you used to be able, right now you can relive stuff. You can go and see something's vintage, something's a rerun, they re-released it, whatever else. They do those things, but there's still a generational gap of being like, you never experienced this like we did, and now I get your viewpoint. I don't know, man. Sometimes I think about it. It's just crazy.
No, it's true. It's very true. Man. But yeah, I had no idea that Memorial Day started with, or was it Decoration Day? I had no idea that it started with black people.
Dude, I mean,
shout out black. You know what I'm saying?
yo, I still rep hard, and I always will. I have the utmost respect for black soldiers, especially the Tuskegee Airmen. Those are like, I was lucky enough as a kid. We had a living history day at my high school, and they would sit up here and bring different military vets, and they made it into a huge thing, and it became a pretty big thing in Clackamas County. And I remember we got to meet some of the last living Tuskegee Airmen, and I bought the VHS, and I had them sign it, and they kind of like laughed about it. But when we were there and they're talking at our school, it was so dope seeing them and hearing their stories. But then it was so sad because no one else in the room cared about it. And I being the one black kid, I'm like, do you guys understand what these dudes do? They never lost a bomber. They never lost. They were the escorts to bombers, and they never lost one. Not one.
That's crazy.
The whole entire war. And I was just kept asking questions because I felt like they were so underappreciated by the rest of the students in there, to the point that people were like, yo, bro, we get it. They black, you black. You won't put some speck on their name.
Yeah, I don't think you get it yet. But that's all right. What's next? What's next?
Yo, Mister, what's next on the docket?
She's like, huh?
I'm getting caught up in where we were. So the Texas Democrats walk out and block GOP sweeping vote for restriction bills for now.
What were the restriction bills?
So this is the fourth time this has ever happened in history. So
yo, Texas is super. Go ahead. Texas is like super wild to me, because I just watched. Do you watch Joe Rogan at all?
No.
All right.
I don't watch anything.
This is true, and we're gonna get into that later. Joe Rogan just recently did a podcast with Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle doesn't really do very many podcasts at all, pretty much none. And he was on there, for 3.5 hours. And be honest, homie, it's really inspirational. Like, honestly, if you don't listen to
Joe
other...
Rogan's podcast is really good.
Joe Rogan's podcast is fire, and people that get mad at him for his opinions, and one thing I respect about him, and he said it 5 different times in this podcast, he was like, I'm stupid. I'm on a podcast. I just have to say stuff to keep things going. I'm an idiot. I would find something wrong with what I'm saying. But the thing is, you chose to listen to this. And I was just like, that is right. He's gonna say some controversial stuff. I'm sure that I said something in the last episode that was pretty controversial. And it's like, yo, man, you're saying what's on the top of your dome, and you're treating it like it's a conversation in the parking lot that you're having with a friend. Yeah. And, sometimes you're gonna mess up and say some wild stuff. But that episode was super dope. And
I'll have to check it out. Yeah. Joe Rogan's podcast is really good.
Yo, but the thing is they're in Texas now. So he moved from LA to Texas, and he moved there because, all the restrictions are lighter in Texas and all the taxes are better in Texas for him. And he was just going off on like how dope it is to live in Texas and then remove himself from LA. And he explaining the difference, or Dave was explaining the difference between being a celebrity and being famous. And he's like, yo, being famous is fine. Being a celebrity is the problem. When someone sits up here and you walk out a building, they're like, what are you wearing? What is this brand? Kind of stuff. He's like, that's the problem. Because everything you do is associated with something, so
Yeah.
you can never truly be yourself
Yeah.
because you're always repping something else. And I thought that was dope. But that tagging back into Texas, yo, some of the stuff that they're talking about going on in Texas is wild. Like, Texas seems like Portland, but they like, and I know they have black people. It feels like they ain't got no black people.
Yeah, they decision makers.
Yo, they just like, we don't care.
Yeah. Wait, so
But
what's going on?
what-
Why
so-
did they walk out?
Yeah, so why did they walk out?
I should have kept this for Songs About White because this is for the.
Hold on. This segment is brought to you by white people. This is called Sounds About White.
Yeah,
I,
this is.
had a Sounds About White.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we'll get
Yeah.
to that. We'll get to that next. We'll just jump to it. But
Hey, we can just do. Can we do both of them back to back?
Sure.
Yeah, why not? The other one's funny.
Because you know Drake is
The other
fine.
one is funny.
Yeah, so this is a massive overhaul of the state's election laws. This is trying to impose restrictions on voting rights, which you know who it's going to affect. So, Sounds About White.
Yeah, more restrictions.
Sounds About
on
Texas.
Yep.
POC. But see, that's the thing is that like, I know Texas is also dope. There's just, I really wish there was just a middle ground more so with stuff.
Yeah.
And I just, and they talked, this is why they were talking about Texas. They were just like, there's not a lot of middle ground anymore. And it's really hard that there isn't a middle ground to go to. It's either, it's a white or black situation.
Yeah.
And I mean, I more and more so see myself leaning towards the middle. And I don't mean like I'm a whatever conservative or anything else like that. I just rather hear people out and talk to them and get to know them than to completely judge them and write them off. And I think for a lot of people that's hard. And to be honest, I did it to my in-laws. I found out the voting history of my in-laws, and it was really hard for me to grasp. And
Where do they live?
they live in Minnesota.
Okay.
So it was just a really hard thing for me to grasp, and I was really disappointed in them. And I thought that they, for lack of a better term, were the good ones. I thought they were the good white people. I'm like, you got almost all your grandchildren from this generation are almost all black, and yeah, they have more black grandchildren than white ones, and they got, I think, like 6 kids. So it's just weird to me that, like, it's just weird. So I don't know. It was a hard thing to swallow, but now I realize they're good people. It's just the way they vote. It'd be better if I just talk to them and let them know how I feel, because they maybe change their hearts and minds, and maybe they'll have a better.
They live in like
outlook.
Minneapolis, or they live in like rural Minnesota.
Oh,
or-
in rural Minnesota,
Well, I mean,
they got acres.
so we were out at the desert, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people who are out at the desert are gonna vote. They vote Republican, or they vote Trump,
Mm-hmm.
because Trump says, I'm gonna help you protect what your land, your this, your that. That's how they make money.
Mhm.
That's how they support their family. That's how they have something hand down generation to generation. That's how they support their community, even though their community is hundreds of thousands of acres away. But honestly, like, that's so.
Them
But if you
over
ask them about how they feel about Trump as a person, they don't like him. But they say that this is how we're gonna make sure that we protect our investment, our family, blah 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 blah. So it's a different conversation when you. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm on their side.
Mm.
I'm saying I understand why they might make those decisions, because the other decisions don't impact them.
No, that's the thing,
Right?
and that's the problem with like the Democratic Party as a whole, is that
Politics.
and it's politics. Yeah, you're right about that. But especially within the Democratic Party,
Shout out
'cause
sneaker politics. You know what I'm saying?
is that they sit up here and forget about the white poor folks or the white middle class
They
that
ain't
are sit
forget.
up here, that are the blue collar workers.
They didn't forget.
The Democrats,
Yeah,
Oh,
didn't
they
forget.
forgot.
No, they didn't forget.
dude,
They know what they're doing.
Yo, but bruh, it's, to me, I said this when Trump got elected. The fact that y'all ain't talking about the white coal miners and you're sitting up here making them seem like the devil because they sit up here and work that job, because America will literally stop right now if you cancel that job right now and didn't have something else in place. And instead of making programs to be like, hey, every coal miner is not only going to get a pay raise, they're going to sit up here and be put into government contracts to build windmills or to do whatever with green energy. All those jobs will be replaced over the next 10 years with these jobs. So don't worry, coal miners, we got you, and it's going to be healthier and better health benefits for you. But instead, they're just like, no, we just got to shut down these coal mines because it's polluting the earth and killing everybody.
Yeah, there's no plan.
Dude,
There's no plan for, replacing jobs. I mean, I feel like, I don't know the amount of how much work, how strenuous coal mining is, but have you seen a windmill?
Yo,
Like, honestly, have you seen one?
Yes, on the way going from San Francisco to LA.
Okay, and how, did you see it like from a distance or up close?
From a distance.
Okay, windmills are massive. So there's no way that takes one person to do that job. I'm pretty sure that they'll be able to find all those coal miners or a job, whether it be. Do you know what it takes to be a lineman to like run power line?
When you said that, I straight went to football, and I was gonna be like, still the answer is no.
Yeah. Either one. Like it is very, very, very tough work to be a lineman.
Yeah.
And that line people get paid tons of money, and they need it, right? We need it. There's so much land. There's so much wind in the middle of America. It sounds terrible, but like, I guess, would you rather mess up people's lungs and continue to pollute the earth, or kill a couple birds by the windmills? Which I don't even know how the birds hit the windmills.
Is that a lot?
They move so slow.
Is that a thing?
They move so slow.
Well, we got that and just put solar panels out there. I mean,
with solar, honestly, we could power everything in wind energy. Get rid of all dams. I promise. I promise.
I don't know about that. And to be honest,
bro, it's so windy.
I know dams aren't the best because they do a lot with the water waves. I just like dams.
Dams
I don't know
cool.
why.
I mean, don't add
just
more.
This is the thing. Every good 90s movie ended on a dam.
On a dam or on a bridge?
On a dam, because they'd be like the last fight, and then they'd be on the dam fight, and then they would have to go fight through the dam, and then sometimes the dam would explode, or sometimes they would get thrown off the dam. That was tight.
Yeah, that was the 90s, dams. Though. You know what I'm saying? This is the
shout out to Michael Bay in the first Transformers movie. But what, I don't even know how we got to this, but
shout out wind energy. Where the wind energy at?
Texas holding it down, and I wish that it didn't, because it's holding us fucking
holding them down.
They holding us down and holding us back. I wish they would stop.
Not tight.
But shout out to the boss.
Hey. Also, Texas. All the homies from Texas, from Houston, coming in this weekend. They get here Thursday. We're going to cook out this weekend.
You are?
Yep. You DJing.
I am?
We did this last week.
See, that assistant thing, we need to figure that.
Next.
Yeah, I'm just dying. I had to talk to you about this. I couldn't wait to talk to you about this. So you were sitting up here saying that your NBA draft pick, your number one, the GOAT for you, who also was a great rapper, in your opinion,
which is fact.
76ers, Allen Iverson. And I tried to come back with Dame. Say, no, Dame's got this on lock.
Man,
I'm
I
sorry,
almost wore an Iverson jersey today. I almost wore it.
Yo. Just letting them know.
Who else plays for the Blazers?
What are you talking about?
Okay, thanks.
Roy? You want me? Did Roy not play for the Blazers?
No, currently.
Who's also playing for the Blazers? That tall white dude with the crazy hair, Carmelo Anthony.
Don't help him. Okay, that tall white dude with the crazy hair, Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, that other black guy that's a little bit shorter than Dame. I'm bad with names, man.
There is one who's shorter than Dame.
I've been hanging out with Marissa forever, and I've been calling the M Dog. Missa just be being like, yo, I'm about to backhand you. You say that one more time. Man. I'm letting you know this.
What do you have to say about Allen Iverson?
Yo, shout out to, shout out to the man that we've also been talking about for several weeks, J. Cole, because J. Cole was going to go in the NBA.
No, he went in the not NBA.
Isn't he playing in the European League right now?
Yeah, Euro League or...
Yo, bro playing in the Euro League and can hand bars. Don't let that brother come over here.
No, he can hoop. J. Cole can hoop. I'm
Yeah.
not saying he can't hoop. That boy can hoop.
That boy definitely can hoop.
Yeah. So can 2 Chainz.
Mm.
2 Chainz went to college. He played in college 4 years.
All right.
And went full ride scholarship for academics.
Yo.
And had a 4.0.
Yo.
And hooped.
Yo. I didn't know that. But still, all right, yo.
That's why
to be
2 Chainz
honest,
to me
2
is
Chainz.
honestly the smartest person in the world.
Who?
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz?
He is one of the smartest people in the world.
Dude,
His whole thing, I promise this whole thing is a gimmick, and I love it.
2 Chainz, I always get confused
I
with
love it.
Future, not in their music, not in the way they look, just the auras around them. They seem very similar to me.
No, 2 Chainz,
And I'm
2
just-
Chainz is way more loose, way more. I feel like 2 Chainz is more human.
All right.
He's also older.
As of recently, he has definitely changed his persona somewhat. But earlier on,
when he was first 2 Chainz.
yeah,
Okay.
it
okay.
seemed a lot like Future. I
Okay,
feel like
I'll give you
Future
that.
was like, I'm gonna modify this a little bit.
Yeah.
He's Titty Boy. I'm gonna go with the Future. No, take out the.
What was Future's name at first?
The past.
No. He had a rap name first, and then they
Modern
changed
day?
it to Future. I can't remember what it was, but anyway.
Yeah. But yeah,
Wait, how did this start about Iverson?
yo, because you were sitting up here saying that he was the hardest rapper NBA
Oh,
player,
okay.
and I'm sitting up here saying no, I want a battle on the court and then in the booth between Allen Iverson and J. Cole
Yeah,
now.
I'll take
I think that would be absolute
Allen Iverson
fire.
at 46 or so years old
Mhm.
versus J. Cole at 31 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, still take it. Yep, Iverson still.
I had to look up Future's original rap name, and now I have to share it.
Uh-huh.
It was Meathead.
Meathead.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
was,
it was.
Titty Boy?
Yes.
It was Meathead.
Yo, I need
the
that
Future
album.
with a PH. The
Yeah.
Future, and then he just changed it to Future.
Yep. Yep.
Why?
Yep.
I'm be honest, I'm literally almost crying right
Nah,
now.
Meathead the Future, bro.
Yo, that
Like Future, like fish, like the.
that is a lot. Everybody, I think a lot of people don't realize like what like artists have to do until they finally make it, especially rappers, because dudes be putting out like 6, 7, 8 albums, trying out different names, personas, and everything else. Like shout out to my homie Illa, who is now Exo Extension. I can't remember whatever his name
He is?
I don't. Yo, Adam, I love
I
you,
did.
bro.
I did hear Ella change his name. I also didn't know his name was Adam.
Huh?
Did not know his name was Adam.
What up, bro?
Yeah.
Illa, dude, he had so many names. But anyways, it's just real crazy. Sometimes you'll sit up here and hear old people's
Meathead.
stuff and can't believe it. Also, shout out to Amine, because I came up and I'm just gonna share it because I haven't posted it yet and it's horrible. So on Andre 3000's birthday, I realized that Caroline and Roses is almost in the same key for
Wow.
DJing, and it's very close within BPMs. And you put Rose's vocals over Caroline's beat, and it is hard.
And it makes Roses listenable again.
Yeah,
Because I'm over Roses. I love Andre 3000. But
dude. And shout out to Andre 3000. Happy birthday, homie.
I saw Andre 3000 one time at Complex Con. He did a collab with K Swiss, and he was just sitting at a desk. And it was right after I saw Pharrell, right? So I'm standing there. This mob is like walking, like coming.
Who are
toward
you
him.
more excited to see?
I would honestly say it's 50-50. But I didn't
Correct
know. But I
answer.
didn't know
Correct
that.
answer.
I didn't know that Pharrell was coming. I just saw like this group of people, and then I saw this person walk by who had this like there's cameras flashing, people like right,
Mhm.
and he's pretty short,
Yeah.
and he just goes through, he's just walking, and I'm sure in my mind. At one point, I always tell the story about when I met Michael Jordan, but I hadn't met Michael Jordan. I just was cleaning a door, and Michael Jordan walked past, and then I just said in my head, I was like, "Don't do anything stupid," and I just had the biggest grin, and I was pretty sure I polished the hole through the door, and I just remember him looking at me and just being like, "Gross," but then of
Ninja,
course I told
please.
everybody I met Michael Jordan
Mhm.
until I actually met Michael Jordan.
you know you're gonna have to tell the story right now.
Huh? Oh, I met him at Fortune.
You were there when that happened?
Yeah, I had some intel that he was on the way, and
And you didn't call your one of your closest friends is from Chicago. You didn't.
No, I didn't call anybody. What we gonna do? Walk up with a mob of dudes up to Michael Jordan?
Not a mob of dudes.
They already don't like dudes. As a matter of fact, I was introduced to him. I was with a group of people.
Mm-hmm.
We walked into Future. We walked into Fortune together, and then I was taken from the group and come meet Michael. So I didn't even get to bring the other people with me, who were there. So that would have been more jacked if he just would have been like, "That's my childhood hero."
You know what? Watch. I'm going to meet Allen Iverson, and I'm going to have the chance to call you up. I ain't doing Nathan.
That's all right. You know what?
Nathan.
You know what?
In fact, you know what I'm going to say?
He knows
hey,
about me.
I would tell you to go to Dead Stock Coffee and go get a drink, but that dude hates the 76ers. That's what I'm straight going to say.
That's a false story. He knows about me, and he was told about me personally.
Mm-hmm.
That's another story. But,
yeah.
But
good.
anyway, I saw Future. I saw Pharrell. It was cool. But it was just like so many people, but he did look like he was like floating. And I was like, Pharrell. I was like, that's cool.
Dude.
It was pretty sick. Like that was cool. But then I turned the corner and was standing somewhere looking at something else and Andre 3000 was just sitting there at a desk at the K-Swiss installation, and everybody was focusing on something else. And I literally just turned and was like, oh, wow. And Andre 3000 was just sitting there, and I was like, what's up, man? And he was like, how you doing, brother? And I was like,
You know he made Rump Shaker, right?
No.
That was one of his first hits was Rump Shaker.
That's tight.
Also,
oh, my camera's off? That's
your
tight.
camera's off. Off?
Yeah, see.
No input. Oh, God. Such a black person.
That was me.
All right, so.
Now it's not me.
Here,
We're going to commercial break. We're going to break it up for the commercials.
Yo, I got the cameras of this.
1 hour later.
And we're back.
And we're black. You know what? And you know how they do all right, once again, welcome to the Morning Drip. I'm your host, Running Rock. This is your host, E-Weezy. And we're back. Yo, if we could sit up here and do the SpongeBob SquarePants where it's like 1 hour later, but instead it says, and we're black. It's just the two of us. And we're happy, and we're singing, and we're colored.
Oh, man.
Give me a high five.
Give me a
high
five.
And you know that is going to be the still for this episode.
Oh, man.
So, Allen Iverson is not washed, and
that's the most honest thing
me
that's the
and
most
you are the
factual
best of
thing
friends
you've ever said.
Besides that next part,
No, we're good friends. We're pretty great friends. But Allen Iverson not being washed. Most factual thing you could have said in this whole show. You know what? I'm gonna take away 2 tally marks of the ridiculous things you've said.
you know what? I'm gonna give you 2 tally marks of the thing that you just said after the thing that I just said.
Well, that takes
You
me to 4 tally marks. Total
4, and then put a 0 at the end of that. But anyways, our
40's fine.
next
This is
our
lower than
next
400.
segment, please.
So continuing on, sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
We have a video. Luke Akins is the first man to jump from 25,000 feet without a parachute and land into just the net.
Do you see the video?
What are you talking
We're about to.
Oh, look at the video.
See, I love white people because they gave us the X Games and everything else, but at some point, just sit down.
X Games are tight.
Just sit down. Jeez.
Well, he's going to sit down after this.
Skydiver Luke Akins. He does not have a parachute, and he's 25,000 feet high. He's got some friends, and now he doesn't. He has to hit the net.
It had us riveted.
The net was?
You
see how close the net was to the
but
ground?
it was an optical illusion because the way that they're filming it, it made it look a lot closer.
No, but the net couldn't be any higher because it still has to be suspended from something.
I get.
See, it still has to be suspended.
See, I understand
It's
that.
probably like a few 100 feet off the ground, but it still has to be suspended.
Yes, I understand it, but I understand that we have to do things that don't make sense because that's the way we get technologies in the future that we didn't know we needed.
Okay.
Like they're gonna develop this, and this is how we're gonna land on Mars and sit up here and save gallons of gas or
Possibly.
something like that.
Possibly.
But white people, this is an episode that's not going on air on the radio, so I'm able to say this. Sit the fuck down. Take a break. Have a coffee. He makes a delicious cold brew. What are you doing? This is insane. I look at that sometimes and I just all that comes to my brain is, and they think black people are wild. They think we crazy. They're like, did you know that man? He can run almost 40 miles an hour. I don't know why I did that in an African accent. He can almost run. Let me do my Dave Chappelle white person. He can almost run 40 miles per hour. This is amazing. This is unbelievable. Oh my God.
It's a fast man.
That's my child jumping out of an airplane right there. Isn't that
Fast man.
Isn't that amazing? For Sheezy. I can't.
That
deal with
is
bro.
crazy. That was crazy. I saw that, and Mike saw me looking at the video earlier, and I don't know what face I was making, but it was a pretty like bro, what?
P.S. I'm 2-cupping it right now.
Does it? Oh yeah.
Bro, you look like Sammy Sosa. You had this confused.
I thought I was be like, cause Sammy Sosa turned white.
No.
For a moment,
Sammy
my face
Sosa
might
has
have.
a face that he always makes, and it's squinting, confused, but also startled all at the same time.
Remember the
And that's what
dude
happened.
that I said that you looked like? That one black comedian. Oh, I'm not supposed to bring that up. So, anyways, in later news,
I was waiting for you to say. I don't
yo,
know.
Marissa, if you look up G4 TV,
I kind of look like Mike Epps.
oh no. Sorry, it's on YouTube. I gotta find this because
I've seen
this
some
is
side by sides with I
it's
guess
this
Ice
one
Cube tells jokes
comedian
sometimes. I
and
know
he
that.
talks like this, and you look G4 reunion. You know, I don't know how to spell any of this stuff. All right, so they have this reunion special, and homie, you look. Let me find. Up there he was. Why am I the worst at sitting up here trying to click on this just to get this going? This got to be. All right, bam.
No, just let it play.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, if you look up G4 TV reunion, and it looks like it's something that would be on like a Thanksgiving special. There's a black dude in a pink jacket. And if this ain't E-Weezy with a bunch of white people, well, this is probably like an average dinner for you.
This dinner's looking real familiar.
That's Ron
just you and,
Funches.
huh?
That's Ron Funches is who that is.
That's Ian Williams. That is E-Weezy.
I still don't see this person.
Oh my God.
Look up
you
Ron
go-
Funches. That's his name.
Just Google Ron Funches.
Yeah, you got to make that full screen on the iPad. There he goes. There he goes.
Kind of looks like me a little bit. I can see it.
P.S. You need to get a pink blazer, bro.
I think I'm more handsome than that guy, but you know.
You
that's
definitely
just-
are. You definitely are.
Kinda, but I can
He
see
is definitely your doppelganger, not the other way around. He's like, I'm trying to catch up to E
I
Weezy.
kind of look like Ty Lawson too.
I don't know who that is. And,
Yeah,
and P.S.
sports,
I did this
sorry.
last time, and I know people are gonna sit up here and comment on it, so I have to fix it. I just have a short torso, but I am actually taller than Ian.
By a lot.
But this
We
seat
actually
is
both,
so
we
low.
both have short torsos actually, and long legs. It's kind of weird. Yeah.
I
But
feel
yeah.
like you're any other way, you just look kind of horrendous. What is the next segment, Missa?
So, last night we know that Timbaland and Swizz Beatz had the verses, and during that, Swizz Beatz confirmed that Soulja Boy and Bow Wow are about to have a versus battle.
The
First of all,
Battle of the Lighters.
First of all, I'm sad that I missed the Tim and Swiss one. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on the interweb somewhere, but I don't. Oh, it's fine. But I don't know. I'm sad I missed it, but But this Soulja Boy and Bow Wow one is going to be pretty good. I actually have a feeling that Soulja Boy is going to win. That man, first of all,
Is there an actual winner in Versus? I don't feel like there's an actual winner.
There's like a community winner, right? Like people on the side saying stuff. Like
remember that horrible idea I had at the beginning of the pandemic?
Which one?
For doing the Versus, the bracket.
Oh yeah, no, that should exist.
I should have did that.
That should exist because that would actually make for some really cool ones later on, where you would have like a singer versus like a rapper or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Dude, I'm just saying.
Because really you're playing the hits game after that, right?
Yo, all I want to do is I want to have a Chris Brown versus Drake night. I want that to happen. Ooh, and I actually came up with the best one. I got the best tribute night. You can't steal this from me. This is mine. You're not allowed to take it.
Then don't say it.
No, I got it because it's too genius.
Okay.
So we're gonna do, and I already know you're gonna know what it is. This is just the title. We're gonna do the baby tribute night.
Who did that song? Was that Ashanti?
No. All rappers named Baby.
Oh, man, that's a good one.
It's like we going to baby.
Lil Baby, the baby, baby.
Baby
Bash.
Birdman, the baby. Yeah. All the babies in one tribute night, calling the baby.
Man,
Weezy F baby.
Weezy
Don't
F.
say the baby.
Please say. Yeah, that's a
Babyface. Come on,
Babyface.
man. I
Yeah,
can't
that's
wait for this night.
you got one. All babies, all lils, all littles, all
dude.
youngs. Gotta have both
Youngins.
Man.
I really can't wait for that to happen. But I'm
You
also
could have one all ISIS too, probably. That was mainly ISIS.
there wasn't that many. There's
Or not.
Ice, there's Ice T, and then there's Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Bro, you said ISIS. I thought you said ISIS. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No.
Not ISIS.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Like you have one that's all ISIS. But did you know that like over there they actually there are like rap groups that are like pro ISIS
And there's a
to
whole
try to
different world
encourage
out there.
people to join, to get down?
The whole reason why it's the same thing as the original reason for gangs, or what was called a gang, was just community leadership.
Yeah.
And it got all twisted and screwed up because the world's twisted and screwed up, and that's a whole nother conversation.
No, I mean that's because black people started doing it. It's all good until black people do it, because you're just a party when you're white people.
It's all good.
You're a
until
gang
anybody
when black
other
people.
than white people do it. That's what
I think
it
you
is.
do.
Hmm?
Okay.
We got to go through a couple of these ones real quick. So instead of calling them quick drips, we're calling them the driplets.
Isn't that very good? Is that because we just made COVID jokes?
Huh?
No? Okay.
That leads perfectly into our next article.
Okay.
The next article is talking about the next round of COVID-19 vaccines, vaccine 2.0, if you will, will protect for up to 6 vaccines in one, covering more viruses than just COVID-19.
That's Walmart. That's a Walmart of vaccines. Like you go, you got
that's a Costco of vaccines.
No,
That's
because you got to go back.
Yeah, you still got to go back to Costco.
Nah.
I'm gonna go get a giant roll of paper towels today, and I'm not gonna go back for like 3 months.
Okay, I'll take Costco. Costco's fine.
No. More vaccines tight. The only thing I hope is that a little bit more precautionary measures are taken within the multiple different types of vaccines, so we don't end up with some more Johnson & Johnson blood clots, even though there's risk with everything that you take, so you just got to be aware.
For sure.
Can we talk about my girl Regina? Can you let the people know?
So Regina responds to rumors of how she's been shortlisted as director for upcoming Superman reboot.
Yo.
Regina King been out here killing, honestly.
Regina King is
on many different from comics to voiceover to actual like
Boondocks.
Actress or acting to
She's set
directing.
to direct.
She's smacking.
She's set to direct, I believe, my homie David Walker's comic book Better Roots. I think they're turning it into an HBO special. I'm not exactly sure. I also I hope that he announced that and he didn't tell me that in private, or not just messed up the whole game. No. I think I saw it on his Instagram. But yeah,
Well, sorry, you can. That's where there's edit buttons. Where so you say,
no, but we live, dude. We streaming.
Oh well.
Don't get too excited though, because she said this is news to me. So they're just rumors at this point.
Wait, that she's doing the Bitter Roots?
For the Superman reboot. Regina King was shortlisted, and she said this is just a rumor. She's like, this is news to me. I'm finding out about it in this interview.
Oh wow. I mean, Regina King did Watchmen, has done Boondocks. She is the king of queens. She is one of the dopest black entertainment persons, period. I put her up there against, and I legitimately mean this. She is the Dennis Rodman of the game right now. She's dude, all the
She's doing dirty work.
What do you mean doing dirty work? No, Dennis Rodman. I mean Denzel Washington.
Man, I was like,
nah, she picking up all the rebounds. She getting everything. They throw it up. She sits up here and grabs that. No. She's a Denzel Washington. Someone's gonna make that into a shirt, and I'm gonna hate my life because of it.
Regina King is gonna hate that.
Yo, Regina is amazing, utterly amazing. Like I couldn't say enough dope things about her.
Yeah.
But also on that same note, talking on black greatness, I guess this is the black tea segment of the show. Can you let them know about our boy Chad?
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman is now the face of Howard University's School of Fine Arts.
Respect.
Did they name a building after him? Name that building after him, or what did they? I think so.
They didn't name a whole school after him.
Yo,
the amount of impact that guy had in such a short amount of time. Knowing,
dude, he played all the black greats. He played. Was it Barry Bonds? He played.
Is there a movie about Barry Bonds? Really?
44? No. Who's 44?
Either Barry Bonds or Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson. That's
yeah.
Jackie Robinson. He played. He played T'Challa. He sit up here and played
Barry Bonds movie. That sounds like a
James Brown. He's played so many different iconic black people, and it's crazy because he still has movies coming out that haven't been released yet.
He's also just like a good person.
Dude, his story about Denzel Washington, how he's the reason that he's an actor, because he did this like program, this grant program or something like that. He did it. He was talking about it at a college speech. He's like, yo, if it wasn't Denzel Washington and him doing this, like I wouldn't be here today. So now I'm here giving him this award, da-da-da-da-da. And it was just like.
That's really cool.
Yeah, dude. He's just an extension of dopeness.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to the great.
Yep.
So he was an alumni, and so they renamed the program after him. So it's now called the Chadwick Boseman College of Fine Arts within Howard University.
Oh, wow.
And he actually graduated with a bachelor's degree in directing, which did he ever actually get to direct a movie? I can't think of any that I knew he did.
Oh.
That would have been amazing to see, though.
Yeah.
That's tight. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that right there I see about Milli and Vanilli?
Oh, you all right. Let's get into this. All right, so Milli and Vanilli.
Huh? Yeah, I see it.
Milli, where? Go ahead and tell us.
Huh? Oh,
go ahead and tell us, Mister.
So the real vocalist behind Milli Vanilli, John Davis, has now died at age 66.
Girl, you know it's true.
I hate you.
No. No, what you mean is I love you.
Oh, wow. You
girl,
didn't even put the ooh,
it's girl, you know it's girl, you know it's girl, you know it's.
You know, with my hair like this, I kind of look like Milli Vanilli.
Man, you look like Milli.
Get the camera just on me real quick.
Maybe I am Vanilli. Kev, you know it's Kev, you know it's Kev, you know.
You giving out my government in here?
Man.
Better get out of here, boy. You lost your mind. You
Man.
lost your whole mind. All right, so I wanted.
You Googleable.
Huh?
I said you're Googleable.
I don't know. I've definitely never done that. But
you never Googled yourself?
We're not talking about that. But also, I wanted to get into this next subject. So, bro, Have you watched
No.
any of the Marvel movies?
No.
None of them.
Maybe. Wait, I mean, I saw Black Panther.
Is that because we watched it?
No.
Okay.
I saw it before.
Okay.
Is the Ant-Man, is that one Marvel? I saw that.
Oh man, you are putting me through this. So I'm gonna say this
Everybody
on
has
here
different interests.
because I'm gonna say this on here, and I'm forcing Weezy to be a part of this. We are going to figure out a night of like every other week or something like that we're gonna do a movie night, and we're gonna watch movies outside the shop. We're gonna do it for our Patreon members. And we're going to go through the list of movies you have not seen.
Do you understand how many movies we're gonna have to watch?
We're not going to get them all in one summer.
11 movies at once.
No,
we just have to play 3 at a time.
We 3. You trying to do 3 a night?
No, I'm saying 3 at once. So
No. It'll just be an ongoing thing.
It's
We'll
like when
just
you go to a sports bar and they have multiple games. Like, you just got to pay attention to all of them a little bit.
Dude, we gotta sit up here and like take YouTube DMs or whatever else where people sit up here and be like, "Hey, this is Yeah,
He told me earlier. Yeah, we good. She said, "Wrap it up, B. Wrap that gavel up while you at it too, B."
So, wow. So, anyways,
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing. It's not that I don't like movies. It's just that it's not the thing that I'm like, I gotta watch a movie. It's not my area of interest.
You know what? This is gonna be your way to hang out at Dead Stock and not have to talk to everybody, because you're gonna be watching a movie and we can just be like, it's gonna be the only way. You're gonna be sitting in the back with a laptop, like I gotta answer these emails. I told you I ain't got time for this.
Yeah,
but nah.
One day I'll see some of them.
Nah, man. I mean, we're gonna do the movie nights. I think it would be dope if people submitted movies and been like, "Has Ian saw this?" And then the answer will obviously be no.
No.
And then we'll be like, "Yo, we're gonna pick this week this movie."
Okay, go around. What movie do I? If you, all 3 of you.
I said Marvel.
Marvel, all of them.
You haven't watched any of them.
Just pick one. I saw Black Panther.
Yo, all right. The one movie that I love that is not
And
anywhere
Ant-Man.
near a black movie, Brother Where Art Thou?
That's Marvel.
No, it's not a Marvel.
Oh,
movie.
I'm like
that. I wish it was. Or
that's the one with George Clooney.
Yep.
Oh, I saw it, but I don't remember it.
All right, then if not that, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Definitely haven't seen that. That sounds long.
No, it's not. It's not a long movie. It's really good though.
Okay.
I know you're. I will 110%. You say you're gonna like it, especially when you see the little robot.
Okay. Y'all too.
I'd want you. Oh God.
He's like, I
bonk into the microphone. Yeah. I'd want you to see Ex Machina.
Okay.
It's crazy and it's good. I think you'd like.
Have you not seen it?
Nope.
Yeah, that's a must for me with cinema.
What's yours?
Wait, we can say Marvel too?
You can say whatever movie you want.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, it has to be all the Avengers series.
No.
You
L
pick
movie.
one.
You gotta pick one.
One movie.
Well, I wanted to.
You're gonna give me 3 movies, and it's actually gonna take me until 2023.
I was gonna say Endgame.
No, we're gonna
but
watch
you
these.
need to watch the others to understand Endgame. Endgame is like the most emotional movie to me.
Yo,
like my
I'm gonna
favorite
still
of all
say
time.
this, and I know you're gonna disagree with me. Endgame is not nearly as tight as Infinity Wars. Infinity Wars
is that Star Wars?
No, Infinity Wars is the movie that came right before Endgame. So there were 2 movies that were back to back that basically told the whole narrative. Endgame left a realm of possibilities that I thought were all amazing, and Infinity War left a realm of possibilities that I thought were amazing. Endgame picked all the ones that I wouldn't have picked. It was the choose your own adventure, and I was like, none of these I would have picked besides the very end, the
end game.
No, the very what is it called? Fan service that they did. They're like, hey yo, here's this piece of fan service that we've known that you wanted this whole entire series. Like, hey, Captain America finally saying,
Do I need to watch it after this?
No. I'll say this one point. This one part won't ruin it. Avengers Assemble. It was fan service. Like, so all those things I was down with, but the actual story, I didn't like Fat Thor, and that's all I'll say.
Thor.
I didn't like Fat Thor. Like, that ruined it for me.
I'm excited to figure out who is Fat Thor. This is great. Now I'll watch it.
All right. Fat Thor. Fat Thor gave the thick boys a hope. But
Man.
but you know what?
Even with like Ragnarok.
Ragnarok, you would
It's
like.
funny.
Fraggle Rock?
Ragnarok.
I've heard Ragnarok referenced in rap music.
Yeah, it's a Nordic thing, but we got you.
Okay.
It's dope. We also got to get you on some video games that are gonna be fun.
What you got?
I was gonna say Guardians of the Galaxy. That would be.
Maybe
Yes,
I saw
good
it.
one too.
Guardians of the Galaxy. That
that's
movie's fire.
hilarious.
I think I seen. I like the funny ones.
What can just so we can wrap up the show? Can you give us one movie that you've seen that you think that we definitely need to watch if we haven't watched it already?
I feel like anything.
I know
that you've
exactly.
seen is, you've already seen it.
Just throw it out there.
Snatch is one of my favorite movies ever.
Awesome.
I have never seen Snatch.
It's a good movie.
Really?
Is it like Click Click Bang Bang?
No,
Or
it's
Chick
like
Chick
Lock,
Bang
Stock,
Bang?
and Two Smoking Barrels. It's like British gangster.
A lot of
really
those
good.
movies I haven't watched. I've watched some of them, like the Italian
What?
Job.
That one's a
What?
classic.
No, that's how you say whenever I say
Hey,
something.
yo. Why are you doing Nori trying to do me? That's what that looked like.
That's
It
what
looked
said
like
whenever
Nori
I
trying
say-
to do the
whenever you
impression
say
of
like,
me.
oh yeah, you know that one movie, Avengers 17. I'm like, bro, nah, never seen it. How have you never seen it? I'm like, because I have to watch Avengers 19, which somehow came before 17.
Yo,
It's
bro.
also confusing. Like
heard-
all the Star Wars movies are like double dutched. Like they're just kind of.
Yo, I'm be honest. You don't have to watch the Star Wars movies as much as you should just watch the Star Wars animated series. Clone Wars is hot fire.
Please don't ever say that again. Out loud.
Sorry, it's true. You didn't like the Clone Wars series?
It's the worst Star Wars, like visual media.
You know what I like
series,
more? You know what I
period.
like more
All right,
than
did you-
actual
My
Star
opinion.
Wars
Oh.
and all this stuff is everybody arguing about it.
Yeah, we all
That's
have
my.
very
That is
strong
actually like
opinions
I don't need to
about it.
watch it.
Yo.
And it's kind of more fun for me to see everybody argue
Of
about
all
it.
the
To be like,
things.
how dare you say?
That?
Was the Avatar?
No,
Maybe it's also from Avatar.
no. But
I
Ahsoka,
did watch Avatar.
she's
this year.
played by
Avatar's tight.
the girl from Clerks 2, Rosario Dawson. She plays her in the new Mandalorian series, and
So
she's
many movies.
she's dope. She's dope and amazing. That's a TV show.
See now that
Um,
I like.
So many-
It's dark.
so
it's
many- same.
complicated.
It-
it's
But isn't
The
I
whole
watch
entire
Star
story,
Wars. Star
that's
Wars?
all from Clone Wars.
But it's presented in the way that I wanted it to be presented. I don't
Yes,
want to
why?
see it
Because
in like
you
a
didn't
Batman Returns type of like whatever, not Returns, but whatever that
I'm
animated series,
laughing at
Batman
Batman
animated
Returns, but I
series.
never
You
saw
didn't like
Batman
Batman the animated series?
No, I did when I was a kid, but I don't want to see that now. That's
This
not
is
what I
because
want
you
right
don't
now.
want to see. Yo, bro.
That was
Off
cool
mic,
when I
just
was
say off the
12.
mic.
This is so nah. Keep him on the mic.
Nah, that is all malarkey. First, you didn't even know
What is Malarkey?
malarkey. Sorry, I
That
like
sounds- that
saying white
sounds like-
people
Man,
colloquialisms.
that sounds like somebody.
Did I say that word right, Marissa? Colloquialisms?
Yeah.
I didn't
I
say it
mean,
right the second time, though.
No. The second time, I think you said it right.
All right. So, anyways, this has been another episode of Your Morning Drip. I am your host, Ronan Rock.
Your boy Cowboy Wheezy. I like the way that this episode ended in a nice debate.
Yo, this isn't a nice debate. It's a
Yeah.
horrible debate.
Nah,
All y'all wrong. This is why this show existed, because I got in these dumbass arguments in dead stock, and I was right, and I had to sit up here and listen to people
But
like
you're only
Mike
right by
sit up here.
theory.
I'm not right by theory. I'm right by fact, because there's hundreds of thousands of millions of Star Wars fans that are like, yo, everything from the animated series, just make those into the movies and TV shows, and that's what we want to see. And guess what's working right now and all the stuff that fans like? The stuff that's based off the animated
I like that
series.
though. I like that though because it's not an animated Lego type of thing. Like you
It's
take
not.
the stories and make them good. That's why all the new Batman.
No, don't
stuff
say
is dope,
that's the
with
part that you
Joker
just
being
messed
all
up.
Crazy
You
and stuff.
you already said take the stories and make it good. Not take the stories and make it good. Just make it non-animated, because that's not your format.
Yeah, that's why it's bad. So it's bad now. Make it good.
Your morning
You
drip.
see how many yeah, all right. This has been your morning drip. Off mic is fired after this episode.
Off mic
and
stays. Kevin stays too.
yeah, this has been the drip. Make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. Hit that notification bell.
Man.
If you are watching this live on Twitch,
If you
make
have
sure
opinions
to follow or
too,
subscribe.
go ahead and shoot them this way. Y'all
Uh,
send me some movies to watch.
yeah, and we'll be announcing
Appropriate
soon.
movies.
we'll be announcing soon movie night with E-Weezy. All right, peace.
Peace.